So this just goes back to showing what happens is once you stop. What was I talking about? I was talking about algae in the water. This is called eutrophication. This is very important to my shark paper because as we murder basking sharks, as we murder whale sharks, as we murder megamouth sharks, we are removing three large eating creatures that eat a lot of algae and plankton and zooplankton in particular. And what happens is this plankton then grows even more. And when the plankton dies, it takes carbon out of the air and it goes because there's millions and billions of these creatures like giga of these creatures, and they go bloop into the bottom of the ocean, and that's what's normally supposed to happen because then they take carbon away from them. But remember, because everything's out of balance these past billions and billions of years since we came out of Eden, what happens is all of these mechanics, it's not because of just humans, it's because all species, there's abundant food they'll overproduce, and now humans are starting to produce our farms better. Our we're having infant mortality down because now hospitals are being built in third world countries, thanks to the WHO, thanks to Christian donations, all those. I mean, people are starting to live more, so that's just an example. But in the same fish world, everything eats everything else, keeps everything in balance and zen. And therefore, it seems like everything has a use for each other in the ocean, just like up here in land. So that's what I was saying. As soon as we stop fucking around with the environment, especially with CFCs, for example, that's the biggest explanation. That's the biggest explanation because we actually grew back our ozone layer. Our ozone layer will continue to dissolve. Our ozone layer will continue to dissolve and continue to grow back every so often. Less and less CFCs are being reproduced, so that's good. We're down to so it's slowly growing back. However, this problem will be with us until 140 years, because that's the shelf life of the carbon fluoride, the chlorine fluoride carbon molecule gas. The chloride, I guess that's what you call it, but it's getting flushed out. So as I was saying, as soon as we start recycling more, as soon as we start healing the planet, sharks are coming back, bears are coming back here in Alberta, so that's good. It's not just animals eat other animals, but because each of these creatures, they do some certain thing. For example, as humans, we have a lot of cool shit to do here. We are able to plant trees, for example. We're able to recycle junk. So we are our own caregivers and our instructors too. Humans, we're just a life form. This is why sharks occasionally eat us, especially weaker, older sharks. Sharks usually don't eat humans. They just nibble us to figure out what the fuck we are, because we're not any of their. Because the thing is, after spending so long in the ocean evolving, they have a specific set of tastes. And all of a sudden, humans start to come into the sea, and they're like, "What the fuck is that?" And then they nibble us and say, "Ew, humans," and then they spit us back out. So this is all it's good about. That's all that's good about the environmental processes. As going back to Chip Tripperson, the young man I talked about, and thank you for watching my show, Chip, and thank you for the wonderful, encouraging words. What happens is is that he teaches his kids to be environmentally friendly. It's not just about being tree hugging and you don't have to wear beads. I'm a meat eater, okay? And if you vegans out there want to tell me something, I just show you. If you vegans want to tell me off for eating a burger here in Calgary, I just show you the Jimmy Buffett song, "Cheeseburger in Paradise." But as I was saying, as people can become more environmentally conscious, and it's not a new age thing, it's not a one world government thing, as Jack Chick would predict it. It's about living in this modern world with modern stuff, and this whole camera that I'm talking to you guys with. This modern technology. It uses coltan, it uses lead, it uses gold, it uses plastics, all toxic materials, toxic combined materials, and what happens is, we still need these things, right? So then we need to be as useful as possible, not useful as possible, but user-friendly as possible to nature. That's it then. See, in here in this case, we've saved a lot of tons, not tons, but a lot of tons of smog going into the air, and I'm glad that Calgary has pretty much took itself off the coal system. It's using a gas power plant system, and or wind, especially for wind for the sea trains. So it's good. It's not about saving money, because you could get zero money for that. The actual people who actually do make money are the recycling plants, but they hold on to these materials for as long as they possible, until the prices of these commodities go up, and then they salvage them. But that's good though. I mean, they have huge warehouses of cardboard and stuff, and that's how they keep themselves busy. This is where most of the stuff comes from. If I had a truck, if I had a car, I'd drive. Yeah, I know driving is not carbon friendly, right? I'd drive this, but still, I'd drive this over to Bykova. And wow, this thing's starting. So much bells in here is starting to rip. I drive this over to the Bykova place. Bykova is a disability group that takes care of disabled folks in Calgary, mostly adults. And what happens is they have a huge recycling thing to raise money for their programs, but they get grants as well. And yeah, I like to give this to them actually, but I'll call this and give it to the Scouts actually. But I'm serious. The city of Calgary should put these recycling things here for Bibu Babu and these sea train stations, just as because Calgary Transit can actually increase their profits or something. But that's it for now. We're coming to the end of these projects. Not to the end of the recycling. I mean, I'll be still being environmentally friendly, but this is just a way of me. It's just this particular project is a way of I can do. It's an extension of what I usually do. That's a new bottle in particular. Sort of like how volcanic islands in Hawaii or wherever are starting to slowly build. Well, thank you for watching my show. We're gonna be right back.